Hey everyone, welcome back to another crazy story from the skies. Imagine you're on a plane ready for takeoff when suddenly, the ceiling panel above you collapses. Yes, you heard that right, the ceiling panel just gives way. That's exactly what happened on Delta Flight 2417 from Atlanta to Chicago on April 14th, 2025. Picture this, you're all buckled in, the engines are roaring, and then, Tom Witchy, sitting in 19B, hears strange noises as the plane takes off. Moments later, the ceiling panel falls, nearly hitting a woman in 18B. Can you imagine the shock and confusion? Talk about a heart-stopping moment. Everyone around is gasping, looking up in disbelief. But here's where it gets wild. Instead of panicking, the passengers decide to take matters into their own hands. Tom and two other passengers jump into action. They don't wait for the flight attendants. They just go for it. They literally hold the panel up with their hands for a solid 15 minutes until the flight attendants can investigate. Imagine the teamwork and quick thinking. Can you imagine that arm workout? It's like an impromptu gym session at 30,000 feet. Turns out they needed to hold it up even longer, another 30 minutes. That's nearly an hour of holding up a ceiling panel. A fellow passenger who happened to be an engineer lent a hand to assess the situation. The temporary fix? Yellow Scotch tape provided by another passenger. Yes, you heard that right, Scotch tape. It's almost like a scene from a comedy movie, but it was very real. Delta decided to turn the plane back to Atlanta even though they were closer to Chicago. Safety first, right? This meant an all-day ordeal for the passengers, but hey, better safe than sorry. But hey, free drinks and 10,000 frequent flyer miles for those who held the panel. Not a bad deal for some unexpected heroics. Tom even filed for a refund due to lost work time, though he hadn't received a response yet. Fingers crossed for Tom. Delta did apologize for the delay, stating that the Boeing 717 returned for cabin maintenance. They assured everyone that safety is their top priority. They switched aircraft and continued the flight with a 2-hour delay. Not too bad considering the circumstances. Thankfully no one was injured. Everyone got to their destination safe and sound. So next time you're on a flight, make sure to look up and double-check that ceiling, just in case. You never know when you might need to become an in-flight hero. What would you have done in this situation? Would you have jumped in to help or waited for the crew? Let me know in the comments. I'm curious to hear your thoughts. If you enjoyed this story, hit that like button, subscribe, and ring the bell for more crazy stories from around the world. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Safe travels, everyone.